Switch your spark to come out of the screen, decrease anxiety, and increase focus. You might not know that going into the screen is what is making you go back into the screen and taking you off purpose. I'm Dr. Trish Leigh. I want to help you figure that out and to give you a clear action step so that you can create more sparks in your life and stay out of the screen. Let's dig in. Okay, what do I mean? Sparks. What I mean by spark is when we all were born, we each have an innate gift or thing that we care about in a different way than everybody else. Guess what I care about? Teaching people how to be their authentic selves. I always have. So I show up here and I make these videos and I am feeling sparky. I feel like not only am I doing what I was perfectly made to do, I'm contributing to the world. That's what I'm talking about. And I had to figure this out through my own journey of not being sparkified for a long time and feeling so grateful to be able to do the work through difficult decisions, getting to the point in my life where I can do the work that makes me feel excited every day. And I know I'm contributing to the world, one brain at a time, right? So what that looks like is thinking about what are the things that you love to do. I love to teach. I've always loved brain functioning. I always thought it was amazing how it falls out in the behaviors of our mind and body. Thinking about our mind has always been one of my favorite things in the whole world. It's called meta. Love the word meta. Metacognition, thinking about thinking. It's amazing. This is my sweet spot of spark. So what's your sweet spot of sparking? Where's your spark at in the world? Who are the people who light up that spark? Those are the people you should be with. What are the hobbies that make you feel amazing? Those are the hobbies you should be doing. And when you're doing those things, you are training your brain to go into the world, to contribute, and to feel awesome. Now, if you're caught in a loop where you keep going back into the screen to get this artificial spark, likely your innate spark has been doused. What has it been doused by? It might have been doused by trauma, and that's tricky to overcome. It might have been doused by dysfunction in your family, chaos, just not fitting in, not feeling good. It may have been sparked by neglect or just not being seen. So many of us are not seen. It may have been sparked by not having anybody model for you how to handle difficult things. And so the way that it works is if you didn't have that and you found the screen and you're in social media or you're constantly watching videos, you're using it as fantasy or a level of dissociation. And the more explicit it is, or the more arousing or the more exhilarating, and the more it's giving you dopamine hits, you're being sucked back into the screen. We know that the screen creates a dopamine deluge through supernormal stimuli. The more the dopamine, the higher the arousal, the higher the excitement, maybe the higher the stress and anxiety. It's hitting the sweet spot of calming and stimulating the brain. And if you scroll through social media quickly and you're looking for something to make your brain feel good, you are scrolling for dopamine, whether you know it or not. And what happens is it's the pleasure-seeking neurochemical. You will be caught in a negative feedback loop that takes you out of the spark of your life and puts you in the mode where you're just looking for the spark in the screen. And what that does is it increases anxiety and it decreases focus. It increases ADHD-like symptoms. Many people are struggling with ADHD, but it's not. It's actually just the screen. And what it does, it wires and tires your brain and it makes you feel like you have ADHD because your brain's running too fast, feeling anxious, and it's running too slow, overwhelmed. And what that does is it drives you back into the screen to give you a hit for a little while. What that does is it creates a deficit in your life and takes you off your spark. And you swing back and forth between this A-B effect of going into the screen for dopamine and feeling like you are not on purpose and lacking that in your real world, which drives you back into the screen. So what do we do about it? We spark up your life. Find the things that make you feel so excited to get up and put it together in a balanced way. You can't be on all the time. You can't be off all the time. Using your brain in a balanced mode is very important. And I work with people all the time that they're drivers, they're driving too much. Honestly, I've been doing it a little bit myself these days. I went to Miami recently and I presented. I haven't had a lot of recovery time for my brain. I need some brain neutral mode, like a nap or chilling with my peeps. I need some downtime so that then I can show back up with this amazing spark in me that says, here I am, world, to contribute in the way that I want to. And you can do that too by balancing your brain, but figuring out what you were meant to do here on earth and doing it. You can volunteer, you can do hobbies, you can plan right now to get into a different job. I work with so many people that are in jobs they don't hate, but they don't love. I've been there. So if you don't love your job, to stay there for a lifetime is a waste of the spark that's within you. So you can stay there for a time when you're positioning yourself to get yourself more in the mode of your spark. And that's how life is. It doesn't happen overnight. It's executive control and functioning. It's the thing that moves you towards your goal. And if you're in the screen a lot, you cannot move towards your goal if you're constantly following down the artificial spark of the screen. So stay out of the screen, moderate it. When it comes to social media or watching videos, make a plan. Ease into your day, don't use your screen initially. More time off the screen than in. Do not allow the notifications to disrupt the peace of your spark in the world. You go into the screen when you choose to. Do not have it pull you in when it's calling you. You own this, not it owning you. Balance it. Make a schedule. This is when I'm going to go on screen time to relax. Make sure it's at least 2 hours before bedtime is ideal. Make it an hour if you can't make it 2, so that you are managing the screen. If you don't manage it, it's going to take you down. All right. I hope that helps you out. So the solution is balance screen time and spend most of the time chasing down the spark in your work, connecting with people who make you feel sparky, and enjoying the hobbies that give you peace, joy, and calm focus. Go rock it out. Okay, I hope that helps you out. And until next time, control your brain or it'll control you.